Hello everybody, it's Glenda with Fralins and Friends, and I am so thankful for all of you who, it just felt so blessed with all of the wonderful comments on the short from yesterday, that there are so many of you out there who do believe and do enjoy the fact that you can find someone else who believes. God is great, isn't he? And so, I just want to thank you and praise God for that. Now, tonight, I'm going back to a couple of the magnets. I have repainted these two. These were ones that turned out not so good. So I kind of sanded them as much as I could. There's still some under there, but I went over in brown. I'm going to try and do a daffodil on one and a daisy on the other. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to start with a daffodil. I love daffodils. All right. I'm going to start with the daffodil. This is where we're going to get some accidental texture from what was on here before. Make them a little longer. Now, daffodils, I didn't know this before, although I always thought it was lilies, but I think they do too. But daffodils are a symbol of resurrection and renewal, at least in Europe. I don't know why they wouldn't be that here too, but they are just beautiful flowers. And the way the Bible talks about how the trumpets will sound, and it's that one's a little big. I may have to give this a couple coats. I'm going to go ahead and do the trumpet part of it. I'm tempted to put the center down first, but if I do that, then I'm apt to get it pulled into the petals. So I don't think I will. But daisies can come in all kinds of colors, and even the shapes and size and number of petals can be all different too. But they are very pretty. Generally, we think of them as white with the yellow center, but that's not always the case. But this one will be the white with the yellow center. I'm not giving this one the large petals. I don't know why, I just kind of liked the look of the long thin petals. Like I said, I don't know why, I just did. Maybe I should have done 2 daisies. Now we know white is generally a symbol of purity. Or lab coats and nurses' uniforms. I had to say that. Now, by the time I left my nursing career for mental health reasons, we no longer, at that time, we were just leaving the whole idea of uniforms behind. We had worn our caps when I first got out, but that didn't last too long. Now, I was kind of sorry to see the caps go, but yeah, it was nice not to have to deal with them every day. Okay, so now I gotta let this one dry before I put the center in. I don't think that looks terrible at all. Trying to look at this from your perspective, and it's just about as bad as my perspective. I'm going to try and dry this real quick. Ah, it's not plugged in. It is pretty much dry. Acrylics don't take all that long to dry, so. Now that we already have some on there, this is more likely to stick. May have got too much red in that trumpet part. Oh, dear me, Glenda. I gotta figure out how to make this look right. I did that. It'll do. Some of these I may use as practice pieces and not put in the store. But I do want to put a lot of them in the store, or quite a few. Those last ones we did, I think, would be really good ones to put in the store. The daisy might go if I do a better job on it. I'm going to put a little bit of yellow on this thing. Kind of tone it down. It's still going to show through a bit. And that's kind of what I want it to do. It's not completely dry either. But we have a daffodil. Just going to do that. No, Glenda, no, that's not right. Sorry, I'm scolding myself again. Come on, that was... I may keep this one. I don't know. We'll see. I did a better job of a daffodil on Rosie's puppet house than I did on here. Rosie is a puppet that I used to do a lot of stuff with. Rosie and Buster. They were the puppets. And they had their own voices, and they were sometimes naughty and often very sweet, depending. They could be both. Both at once if they wanted. Okay, I might just take a little bit of... just to set it off a little. What do you think of that, huh? I think the daisy's not bad. I'm not real sure about... If you guys would like me to bring out Rosie and Buster sometime, that's fine. I mean, I do the voices, and I'm not a ventriloquist. I'm a what they would call a puppeteer. Not a trained one, but self-trained. I did it for a long time. I just haven't... We got into all of this, and I just haven't had them out for a while. But everybody kind of enjoyed them, but there wasn't a lot of evergreens back then. But I will keep doing this. Maybe once in a while I'll bring them out. Just like I bring out Hapless Hilda sometimes, or whatever I called her, and Farmer Fran. So, it's kind of funny that we all wear oxygen, but none of us talk the same. You know, there's Farmer Fran, And then there's Hapless Hilda. So there we go. We have 2 magnets. And I don't think they're terrible. I'll have to wait till that daffodil dries to see. I like the daisy. I do. I like the daisy. I think it turned out nice. Hello. Now, these here, I kind of like that. I wasn't so sure because I had those kind of red petals around it, and I didn't like it, and so I painted that green over, and the shadow or the silhouette, that's what I want, of the petals do show through. But you know, the longer I've looked at it, and with all that white around the edge of the butterfly, that one I might go ahead. I like this one to put in the store, and I like this one to put in the store. So I just think we will do that. Anyway, we will be here tomorrow, and we'll have something else to do. So we'll see you then. Ooh, that was a good one. Smile and wave. Make sure you go out with those smiles and show them off. Unless it's too cold to go. But, you know, if you see someone on here, or you can smile and wave at me while you're watching, and if you want me to know, you can tell me. So, anyway, God bless you all. I love you, and good night.